Hello everyone, Matt here. This is the second installment of 10 best tips on improving in Dirty Bomb, but this time the main focus are medics. Tip number 1. Know the meta. Each and every team should have at least one medic. It is strongly recommended to have two though, because if you only have one medic and they die, your team has no heals or revives until spawn wave. If they get long spawned, then your team is going to be pushing without a healer for up to 25 seconds. If you have two medics, not only do you have increased healing power, but if one goes down, then the other can revive them. Tip number 2. Heal with the fibs. Yes, I'm telling you to do that. Don't get me wrong though, this is an actual strategy. If you aren't in a crossfire between enemies and your buddy is low, just kill them, but be sure to fully charge your pedals before reviving them again, so they'll get most out of it. This strategy works well if your healing abilities are on a cooldown, or if you are playing as Sparks. Healing your entire team with your small mat packs can be tough sometimes. I have to warn you though, that this strategy only works and only if you are behind the cover, and not mid push, as the enemy will try to give your teammates before you can revive them. Tip number 3. I'll tell you this again, communicate with your team. Let them know when you are on a cooldown, so you don't just stare at each other, because some people can get really salty about not being healed immediately. Let them know if you don't have any health packs, so you don't run into a fight expecting heals. Play as a team and survive. Tip number 4. Know when to revive. It's advisable to revive your teammates as soon as possible, but there are times when you don't want to do that. These are the times when you expect an explosive to come. You can use the invulnerability to your advantage to block this. Just try to time the revive right so the player gets shield in time and can be gipped, so the shield will neutralize all the damage given. Tip number 5. Know your role. Well, I can hear you already. Hey Wolf, you're repeating yourself. Gotcha, I'm actually not. As I have told in the 10 best tips on how to improve yourself in Dirty Bomb, your main role is to output healing and revive fallen teammates. But know that that isn't your only role. You spawn with a gun and you gotta damn well use it. Besides healing, you also have to kill. Less enemies equals less casualties. And if you aren't shooting, you are in huge firepower disadvantage. For example, Phoenix has CAC-10, one of the best, if not the best SNG in the game, for a reason. Also, as a lone survivor of teamfight, you're also there to do the objectives if possible, as long as you're safe to do so and not at risk of being long spawned. Tip number 6. Save mat packs. Wait, this is controversial to what I've been saying before, right? In a way it is, but saving one mat pack as Soulbones and 1 to 3 as Sparks will help you be more effective player. You can't help much to your team if you're dead, so keep that in mind. Tip number 7. Have one pocket medic on your assaults. Currently the best two would be either Soulbones or Phoenix, due to their high mobility and just as high healing output in combat. They are also very good in front lines of team attacks due to their high health pool and the arsenal that they can equip. Tip number 8. Don't die, your team needs you. If you're close to dying and you see a long spawn incoming, either retreat immediately or suicide out, which is K by default. You have to be there for your team at all times. Don't rush recklessly and die, you're your team's lifeline. Try to be tactical about it. Tip number 9. Quick tip for playing Aura. Know where to place your healing station. What I try to do when I'm playing her is to ensure that at least two sides of it are covered by a wall. If the enemy team cannot see it, then it is harder to destroy, so don't place it out in the open. I think that is the best way to ensure that your only healing ability won't always be on a cooldown. Tip number 10. Finally, don't panic when your assault goes down. Try to keep calm and do a quick analysis of the situation. How many enemies are there? And do you have a backup in this fight? Will you be able to revive your downed assault before they are gipped? If you can't, is it worth risking the damage you'll receive to revive them? These questions you'll be able to answer through experience. Keep practicing and you'll eventually be able to create a strategy during a fight and avoid making mistakes. These were the 10 tips on how to get better at playing medics in Dirty Bomb. I gathered these from my own experience playing ranked and with some help from Potskill Grim from TO. So thank you so much for watching, I hope these tips really help you improve. Like if you have enjoyed, comment for suggestions and subscribe for more content like this. This has been Matt, have a wonderful day, peace out.